Ron DeSantis don't give a damn about African American studies. He gives a damn about winning the presidency.
This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Ladies and gentlemen, my book, you can get the signed copy or you can get the unsigned copy. All you have to do is go here right at the top. It's featured all of our premium merch, similar to what I have on right now. Our flannel, our jacket collection is the coldest jackets you're ever going to buy. We have love. We have these noggin hats, which are huge hats. They're huge hats for when you go to events and you want to be an ultra fan. All of my favorite items, and 50% off the entire clearance rack. Not the store. See, I almost got you. In the entire clearance rack, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite items, we put them on clearance because we want you to get them out of the warehouse so we can get our new stuff. We just got all of our printing machines. We're going to be printing our own merch, and we need you to get the stuff out of the warehouse. We got accessories as well. We got mugs. We got everything. Get it. 20% off if you put in God First. You put in God First, you get 20% off. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime we're live. Make a video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get in this. I'm going to play this video for Stephen A. Smith. There you go. I want to play the video from Stephen A. Smith because this is, in my opinion, this is, if we can fix this, I think that we will see such a tremendous change in the black community. If we don't fix this, it's going to continue to be a sad day for a lot of black people, morally, psychologically, and positionally in America. I'm going to tell you why after we play the clip. Roll Stephen A. Smith's clip.
This ain't about African American studies. This is about securing a base. Ron DeSantis is playing chess. When the hell are we going to join the party? And by we, I mean folks who are paying attention, not falling for the okie doke, not sitting up there acting like, oh my God, this is about something it isn't. Ron DeSantis don't give a damn about African American studies. He gives a damn about winning the presidency. And he's trying to pull off doing just that.
Now, this is what I will say. And thank God for white people. Because if it was for black people like that, we all be dead and still on a slave ship somewhere. That makes no sense whatsoever. Because if you are intelligent, Stephen A. Smith, and you actually looked at what Ron DeSantis was saying and the objections that he had to the curriculum, you would see that the curriculum isn't conducive to teach black people this type of history. You're teaching black people to be victims. You're teaching black people queer theory. Black people ain't nothing to do. Black history has nothing to do with gender queer theory. You are not helping black people. But see, Stephen A. Smith has drank the Kool-Aid that have kept black people down all of these years. Thank God for white people. Like Ron DeSantis. Well, Ron DeSantis may be Hispanic. But thank God for people like him because he looking out for the black people. And Stephen A. Smith couldn't care less.
Been a lot of criticism of that move. People saying, this is exactly what we were fearing with the individual freedom bill. I don't know if you or the commissioner could maybe expand a little bit more about.
Sure. I mean, I think so. As you know, in the state of Florida, our education standards not only don't prevent, but they require teaching black history, all the important things. That's part of our core curriculum. This was a separate course on top of that for advanced placement credit. And the issue is we have guidelines and standards in Florida. We want education, not indoctrination. If you fall on the side of indoctrination, we're going to decline. If it's education, then we will do this course. So when I heard it didn't meet the standards, I figured, yeah, they may be doing serious. It's way more than that. This course on black history, what's one of the lessons about? Queer theory. Now, who would say that an important part of black history is queer theory? That is somebody pushing an agenda on our kids. And so when you look to see they have stuff about intersectionality, abolishing prisons, that's a political agenda. And so that's the wrong side of the line for Florida standards. We believe in teaching kids facts and how to think, but we don't believe they should have an agenda imposed on them. When you try to use black history to shoehorn in queer theory, you are clearly trying to use that for political purposes. Yes, ma'am.
You know, it's these people like Stephen A. Smith that hurts the black community. Because why wouldn't Stephen A. Smith come out with vigor and zeal to say, I don't want it. Y'all need to stop trying to combine LGBTQ with black civil rights. These are two different things. You don't get to jump on the bandwagon of the struggle of black people and throw the LGBT on top of that, like being gay was a thing where you couldn't drink out of the same water fountain with a straight person. Man, you ain't being gay. Look, people be doing stuff in their home their whole life. There's people right here that got a wife and they gay. Out there sleeping with men. Nobody know what you're doing in your house. You do your own thing. Being black, you can't control it. If they don't like you because you black, your pigmentation cannot be controlled. You didn't have a choice to come out the closet as black. Hey, everybody, I just want you to know I'm black. No, you came out the womb with certain pigmentation. And there was a struggle that ensued. There was laws against being black in the Jim Crow South. So don't jump on the bandwagon and act like we've been struggling together this whole time. No, that's not true. And your struggle is a choice. In my opinion, your struggle is a choice. You have a choice if you lay up with a man or not. It doesn't matter what you like. It doesn't matter what look good to you. You choose to lay up with something that look good to you. You don't have to. They're like men. If you're a married man, you may see a woman that's way finer than your wife. That don't mean you gotta sleep with her. That don't mean you gotta go down that path. Maybe you ain't married and you a man and you in college. I was in college. I know what it is. And you a whole bunch of women and everybody having a good time. That don't mean you have to participate in it. It really don't. Think about the Catholic priests. They are celibate. They don't do nothing at all. They don't even get married. They dedicate themselves to the church. Now, some of them, they be dealing, but for the most part, the Catholic Church Catholic priests make a decision to say, I can decide whether I want to do that or not. The thoughts in your mind, I would argue that you would have to confine the thoughts in your mind and think of things that are of God, think of things that are holy. But if you have a temptation to do something or you have an attraction to somebody, that don't mean you have to abide by it. That don't mean you have to pursue it. People got all kind of weird attractions. You need to keep that to yourself and pray about it. So that's a choice. Your pigmentation, you don't get to think yourself out of your skin color. And I don't want to hear nobody tell me, well, it ain't a choice. Well, yeah, make this make sense to me. Why there are some people that believe it's a choice, some people don't believe it's a choice. So what are the people that choose to do it? What are they doing then? Think about this. If you're a person and you like men, and you're a man and you like other men, well, there's people that exist in this country, in the world, that didn't like men and begin to like men. And then they don't, and then there's ones that like men, but then they don't like men. They go back to being straight. There's people that got all kind of stuff that's going on. You can't tell me all these people are born this way. I don't believe that they were. I think that is, some people may have they may be predisposed to becoming emasculate, effeminate men. They may be predisposed to it, right? So therefore, the conditions are correct, they'll end up falling down that path. But but at the end of the day, it's nature, it's nurtured, not nature. All right, let me move on from that point.